Math pickup lines, pickup lines. Why don't you be the numerator and I be the denominator and both of us? Reduce to simplest form. Hi, I hear you're good at algebra. Will you replace my x without asking why? I'm like pi baby, I'm really long and I go on forever. I wish I was your calculus homework, because then I'd be hard and you'd be doing me on your desk. Are you a math teacher because you got me harder than trigonometry? Guy, do you like math? Girl, no. Guy, me neither. In fact, the only number I care about is yours. By looking at you I can tell you're 36, 25, 36, which by the way are all perfect squares. My ex-girlfriend is like the square root of -1. She's imaginary. I heard you like math, so what's the sum of you plus me? 1/3, 1/1/5/27u, 1/2. Simply this to know how I feel about you. I 3u. I'm not being obtuse, you are being a cute girl. Why don't we use some Fourier analysis on our relationship and reduce to a series of simple periodic functions? Hey, baby, want to squeeze my theorem while I poly your nomial? Are you a 30-degree angle? Because you're a cute y. You must be the square root of -1 because you can't be real. The derivative of my love for you is 0, because my love for you is constant. How about you come to my place tonight, so I can show you the growth of my natural log? How about I perform a sort on your variables, and you can analyze my performance? If I were sin 2x and you were cos 2x, together we'd be 1. I'd like to instantiate your objects, and access their member variables. If 4 plus 4 equals 8, then me plus you equals fate. Yo girl, I heard you're good at math. Cause your legs are always divided. What do math and my dick have in common? They're both hard for you. Are you a 45-degree angle, because you're perfect? Baby, I wish you were x2 and I was x3/3 so I could be the area under your curve. Can I plug my solution into your equation? Baby, you're like a student and I am like a math book, you solve all my problems. Huygens' favorite curves were cycloids, but my favorite curves are yours. How can I know so many hundreds of digits of pi and not the digits of your phone number? The volume of a generalized cylinder has been known for thousands of years, but you won't know the volume of mine until tonight. Archimedes cried out Eureka and ran around naked and filled with joy when he discovered that the volume of a solid can be determined by how much it displaces. Spend more time with me and you will do the same. You are one well-defined function. Girl, my love for you goes on like the number pi. Hey baby, I'm an engineer. I can mend your broken heart. Is that an asymptote in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? I'd like to be your math tutor for the night. Add a bed, subtract your clothes, divide your legs and multiply. Why can't love be a one-to-one function? Then our relationship could be injective. Bertrand Russell was a renowned mathematician, philosopher and advocate for sexual liberation. How about we cut math and philosophy class and focus on the rest of Russell's life? The law of contrapositives says that we should use a condom. I not good at algebra, but you and I together make 69. I would really like to bisect your angle. I can figure out the square root of any number in less than 10 seconds. What? You don't believe me? Well, then, let's try it with your phone number. Meeting you is like a switch to polar coordinates, complex and imaginary. Things are given a magnitude and a direction. If you don't want to go all the way, you can still partially derive me. I'm good at math. Add a bed, subtract our clothes, divide your legs, and multiply. I wish I was your derivative so I could lie tangent to your curves. Baby, let me find your nth term. Hey baby, can I see what's under your radical? If I were an integral, I'd fill you up. I wish I were your second derivative so I could fill your concavities. Baby, you're a 9.999999999 but you'd be a 10 if you were with me. What's your sign? The sign, -1, of you must be pi/2 cos you're the one. You have nicer legs than an isosceles right triangle. If I was sin 2 theta and you were cos 2 theta together we would be 1. If I move my lips half the distance to yours, and then half again, and again, etc., would they ever meet? No. Well, in this specific case I am going to disprove your assumption. Your name is Leslie. Look, I can spell your name on my calculator. Our love is like dividing by 0. You cannot define it. Baby, let me be your integral so I can be the space under your curves. Hey baby, what's your tanks costs? I less than 3u. I 3u. I heard your sin because you're always on top when we make tangent. Hoops, I think my binomials just expanded. Baby, I wish I could live on a integral of 1/cabin d cabin with you. Excuse me, ma'am, but can I get your 7 significant digits? I'm overheating because you're stuck in my head like an infinite loop. I'll be the one over your costs and baby, we can have 6. I'm relativistic, the faster I go, the longer I last. B equals Txn. I think you and I should study the T and N planes in depth. T and N equal osculating plane, which literally means the kissing plane. At absolute 0, you would still move me. Baby, if you were a 6 I would want to be your reflection about the x-axis plus then reflection about the y-axis, 9. Yo baby, you want to see me solve a quadratic. Baby, lim, u, me. Ex equal f, u, n. On a scale of 1 to 10, you're a solid e to the power of pi. I think that convex butts are always better than concave butts. You look toned. I wish I was your secant line so I could touch you in at least 2 places. Baby, I'll be your asymptotes so I can shape your curves. Would you like to see the exponential growth of my natural log? If you were a graphics calculator, I'd look at your curves all day long. Baby, I just drew a pic of you on my TI-83 but we're so hot my screen melted. The way the light reflects off the angles of your head is extremely enchanting. I don't know if you're in my range, but I'd sure like to take you home to my domain. I wish you were the Pythagorean theorem so I can insert my hypotenuse into your legs. Since distance equals velocity times time, let's let velocity or time approach infinity, because I want to go all the way with you. Your body has the nicest arc length I've ever seen. I hope you know set theory because I want to intersect you and union you. You and I would add up better than a Riemann sum. You must be an asymptote, because I just find myself getting closer and closer to you. You're as sweet at 3.14. You fascinate me more than the fundamental theorem of calculus. My love for you is like a concave function's positive first derivative. Because it's always increasing. Why don't we measure the coefficient of static friction between me and you? In Euclidean geometry 2 parallel lines never touch. Let's go back to my place and study some non-Euclidean geometry. My vector has a really large magnitude. Would you care to normalize it? You and I must have the same natural frequency, because we resonate together. I1, sin, theta, u. The surface of my cylinder is not a compact metric space. My love for you is like the slope of a concave up function because it's always increasing. Can I plug my solution into your equation? The volume of a general cylinder was known for thousands of years, but U1. I wish I were a predicate so I could be the direct object of your affection. I think if you and I had hex we'd be a perfect OA. I've been secant you for a long time. Instead of being the derivative, I'd much rather be the secant so I can touch you not only once, but twice. Let's make love like pi, irrational and never ending. Maybe later we can go over to my place and titrate until you reach your endpoint. Baby, your body is like a hyperbola. Are you the square root of 2? Because I feel irrational when I'm around you. Being with you is like switching to polar coordinates, complex and imaginary things now have a magnitude and direction. Baby, you must be a modulus sign, cos whenever you wrap your arms round me I always feel positive. We've been differentiating for too long, let's sum it up and integrate. You and I add up better than a Riemann sum. I wish I was your differential because then I'd be touching all your curves. Your beauty defies real and complex analysis. Your hotness is the only reason we can't reach absolute zero. I use my rod of infinite length for more than just simplifying calculations. My love for you is like pi, it's never ending. Let's make our slopes 0, slope of 0 means horizontal equal bed. I do believe I am your reciprocal, we will be one when we multiply. If I'm the Riemann zeta function, you must be s equal 1. Like a quantum computation, our paths are entangled. If I went binary, you would be the one for me. I'm sine and you're cosine, wanna make like a tangent? You plus me equal the number of sides in a Mobius strip. You must be sin squared, because I'm cosine squared and together we equal 1. Let you and I be irrational integers such that a real non-monotonic relationship exists for all t equals 0, infinity.